How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the Matchday here on PES 2020 with Ericsson at the helm of Venezia here at year number 1. We're going to kick it right off with some more Serie B action as we are wrapping up February and heading into March as the season starting to wind down slowly but surely. We've got a 6-point gap between us and the leaders, Chievo. And our form at home hasn't been greatest coming into the last couple episodes, so hopefully we can rectify it here in this one. But first things first, game board time. What are we in the mood for right now? Signing players is always nice, but we'll see what the dice roll says. 3, 2, 1, go. We get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Okay, player upgrade and add a training focus point. So that's a pretty big one for us to help our training throughout the squad. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. So we've gone ahead and added a training point to all of our players that are currently being trained. You see now they are up to 3 training points. Done that to everybody. Fiordolino's still studying the Anchorman. He hasn't quite gotten that figured out yet, but all of the other players should have at least 3 points put into their designated skill. First match this episode, we'll see Venezia playing host to Via Stabia. Here's what the lineups look like. Lazzarini is going to get the start in net as the keeper. Stanichev and Paz will be our center backs, with Fiordialicio and Lakovic as the fullbacks. Vaca is going to have the armband in the defensive midfield. Alongside him in the midfield will be Fiordolino and Caligara. Suchu and Amaru will be the wingers, and Capello is going to be the center forward. Oh, nicely worked here. Amaru going to get there. He's going to feed Capello. Capello's there, and he's going to score right off the gate. 3 minutes in. And it's a classic Capello goal. You see it time and time again. He gets that through ball to him and just beats the keeper to it. And just like that, the Lions take an early lead here. And Capello, with grass all over his face, gets in off the mark and gets us right into the match right away here. Getting the crowd into it as well. Just great little pull there. Amaru wins the ball cleanly. Able to hold off his man and then lay out nicely weighted pass. A little bit of a through ball there. The keeper just hesitated, looked like just enough. You see the defender reached out to try to stop it, but by then it was just a little too late as Capello finds the back of the net once again. Capello plays it back to Amaru, who's in behind. Across in, and there's the second goal as Suchu finds the back of the net. In less than 7 minutes, Venezia have opened this game up as Amaru finds another assist here, playing much more direct as Amaru gets in front of his man. This time the low cross in there for Suchu to clean up the pieces, who's getting to start out in the wing tonight. And just a great ball in as Amaru is looking to feed his teammates to get some goals here tonight and get this team back up fighting for the title. Let him turn and shoot. Oh, good deflection there by Vaca. Forces a corner. And Via Stabia getting their first real chance on the net here after they've been giving up 2 quick goals here. Good defensive effort there from the defensive midfielder Vaca. Good ball in, header. Oh, it just goes over the bar. And it will be a goal kick here as Lazzarini breathes a sigh of relief. That ball dangerous into the box, but not on target. Thanks for some support. Another low cross in. Capello's going to score, and that's 2 for him. And it's almost too easy here, as Capello's got a brace here in the 17th minute. And we are running away with this one quite easily. You can see just the possession here. Suchu waits for the run. Elias Fiordalicio came up, centers it. Capello just in the right place every time. Buries it back home there. And Via Stabia, right through the wickets of the defender as well. That's just unfortunate for them, but lucky for us. Good for the run. Oh, nice run there by Capello. He's in front of his man. Capello. Ah, he loses it. Oh, good save. Cleared away. Nicely worked. Oh, Suchu gonna finish it. Yes, he is. And now Suchu with the brace. And we're just having our way with this Estabe event. It's 4-0 now. And you gotta wonder, are we gonna let ourselves off the throttle? As the keeper's having a rough day. As we're just finding space opening up here against this defense here. Nicely controlled. Fortaleza again gets another assist. This time helping Suchu find the back of the net. And he's able to find it brilliantly there. Nice job. Just drawing that defense in, and then a better finish, but the keeper should have done better to save that one. On. Foul called. Referee's going to stop play here. And he's going to show a yellow card here for Della, so. And Vaca pleading his case. As the fullback gets booked once again here, as he was just trying to stop run down the wing. Free kick opportunity now. The header goes over the bar. So they've had a few chances in the air off some set pieces, but really nothing to show for it. And that is halftime. The most dominating performance from an Eriksson side this season. Sees us lead 4-0 as the rain is pouring down here on our home ground. And out of the reach, Capello is going to make the brilliant run. This is going to control it now. Suchu. Oh, the header! Oh, was that Amaru? I couldn't tell, but nice little play there from Capello, just holding off his man, fighting, and then waiting for Suchu to deliver that ball in the corner of the box. And yes, it was Amaru. He's looking to get a goal himself here. Oh, nice through ball in there. Let's continue the run. Gonna shoot. Oh, big save. Oh, the header. Ooh, another free header. As Stavia have only had a few opportunities, but they've looked pretty deadly in the air. But again, just sails it over the bar. And mercifully, the referee ends it here. Score doesn't change after the first 45 minutes. Still 4-0. A dominating win for Venezia and Eriksson's side here. Well, one word comes to mind, and that is domination. And we definitely dominated this match. 2-1 in shots. Look at that 7 on target. We were just on fire coming out of the gate those first 40 minutes. Just completely put the game out of reach then. And then had a few changes in the second half, but mostly just was holding onto the ball. No need to prove anything more than that. A very dominant win and a clean sheet as well. And what do I got to do to get the keepers to play well? Lazzarini gets a clean sheet, but only gets a 5 rating. Definitely deserves at least a 7 for his performance. Our defense was solid. Should have gotten more than a 6. But our attackers were doing all the work. Fiordolino, Suchu, and Capello getting man of the match as well. You know, I can't complain with that performance. We tore them apart, and they really didn't have an answer for us defensively. All right, we're back on the game board now for the next match. What am I looking for here? Minute squad would be nice. I'd love to accept some contract extensions so we don't have to lose players. Transfer loan list would be interesting. Maybe we find some players there. We haven't had many bites of that apple. But we are in range of the dilemma, so anything but a 5 I think would be ideal. Let's hope we don't have the commentator's jinx when we do this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So we end up with a 6. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a game plan change, and we have to change our defensive pressure, change our pressure on our defense. So I'll show you that when we get ready for the lineups for the next match. Second match of this episode will see us travel to Frozen 1. Here's what the lineup looks like. You can take a look at the game plan change as well. Our pressure's now changed to conservative, which does take a hit on our team pressure. And we'll probably have to sit back probably a little more than what I would like in a forward pressing formation, but here we go. The lineup is as follows. Serie keeps his spot in net. Cremonese stays in the lineup with Adorne after getting a rest in the last match. Fiordaliso is going to start along with Lakovic as fullbacks. Our midfield, one change. Lolo's in there in the midfield role with Suchu and Vaca supporting him. The wingers are going to be Alexander Pimenta and Amaru, and Zagoni, back from injury, is going to be the center forward. All right, in between, right at the start. And Frozen 1 has scored right off the gate, and we're left to look foolish here as the number 9 Citro scores. Eriksson just flabbergasted here. What are we doing defensively? We just came out of the gate just without a hope after maybe that 4-0 win just gave us a bit of overconfidence here. You can see the run that being made. The defenders were just caught out to dry there, and Lazzarini had no chance of saving that one, but an absolutely appalling start if you're Eriksson's side here, as the home side get a huge goal here and take the lead right at the start of the match. Oh, the shot deflected, goes up and over. And the number 9, Citro, continuing to cause us problems here. As the replay of the shot just goes over the bar. Lolo's called for the foul. Referee's going to come over. And that's a booking for Lolo. As we've been trying to be a little more passive defensively, it looks like, and it's just not seemed to work. As the foul's been committed in a dangerous spot. Oh man, it went in off the free kick. And Baguetto has scored. It's made it 2-0 here in the 30th minute, and that was just a mistake, I think. So we're trying to clear the ball. Lakovic is trying to rush back to get to the goalpost to keep it from becoming a bad effort. And I think it went off of him and in. Looking for that ball over the top. Oh, Zagoni! Oh, he misses it. Oh, right when we got one back. I thought potentially that there was an offsides here, but nope, it was one cleanly back to Zagoni. All he had to do was bury it, and he sends it wide. Oh, the shot, and that's another goal. And a mistake once again defensively, and it's 3-0 to the home side. Denosi with the goal now, and it has all come undone for Eriksson's side here. We've been so dominant on the road, but this time that was a mistake. The header shouldn't have gone back there. That was Caligara who gave it up, and it's led to the goal. Let's put the home side up in a commanding 3-0 lead here. Attack, nope. And went from a dominating first game to this game in the first half. Just an error, comedy of errors. 3-0 going to the locker room. Out wide, Lakovic. Crossed in. Header. Zagoni. Need to keep that ball down. And a good game plan to start out with here. Use our height in the box. As we wait for the overlap to run a Lakovic. It was a decent ball in, but header not on frame. Can we find a way to bend this one in? Nope, not even close. Just a bit too much on it. And it's just looking like we're not going to be getting the victory here. And there's the final whistle. Well, just not our game tonight. We made too many defensive mistakes in this one, and it cost us 3 points and a pretty embarrassing loss. Not much more to say than we just didn't show up today. Hopefully you like the ground here, the part of the same server there, for seeing the home ground Frozen 1 here. And we just didn't have an answer for him. And but you know, the main culprit was the fouls. We had a lot of fouls called against us today, and they really weren't fouling us, and they were running the ball more clearer than us. You can see the interceptions they made. They were just the better side all around today. Just failed to deliver. Dino Nisi, man of the match. Their forwards did excellent. Their midfield was outstanding. Our defense was piss poor on the day. No sugarcoating it. They did not have a good game. We just didn't seem to spark anything on Zagoni's return. But we'll see how things shake out here in the table. Matchday 26 in the books. As you can see, Chievo still have it's a 4-point lead ahead of us on 55 points. We're on 51 points, and you know, it was definitely a lackluster defensive performance, but you know, you'll have those games from time to time, especially after that great first game we had. But let's see, let me guess, are they towards the bottom? Where is, you know, Frozen 1 are fighting for 5th right now. They are, you know, you can see there's a backlog of teams there from, you know, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all tied with each other. And looks like Crotone have leapfrogged everybody for 3rd, so they're in the battle for that 3rd playoff spot. We're looking pretty good here. We can't rest too much on our laurels, but we do have a little bit of a cushion there in 2nd place. But hopefully we can improve our form in the next one, as there seem to have one good match and then one pretty poor match following it, or vice versa, in each of these last few episodes. But you know what? I'm not too disappointed. We're still holding strong here. You know, some of the weaknesses of this team are getting exposed. To wrap up this episode, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of action in this one, and we'll continue our march here to get through Serie B and see if we can get promoted to Serie A, because right now we gotta start thinking about that, as we're chasing the leaders Chievo. But you know, we're looking in a really good position right now on 51 points, but we still need to iron out some of these issues we've been having every so often, every other match it seems. But until next time, folks, I hope you enjoyed, and take care.